Did you not see this coming? My God, we came this close. The old man could have buried us all. Our families.
Do you think you feel more betrayed than I do? Get some perspective, please. Janus is dead. Lucas Gray is about to join him.
And a cornered animal is twice as dangerous.
Let's be perfectly clear. We were not exposed. The threat is neutralized. We are back on track.
Even so, from this point on, we expect you to take...
No. There is no way I'm doing that. How can you question my loyalty?
In case treachery is contagious.
Do you really want to do this to me?
Is there a problem, Secretary?
No problem whatsoever, Madam. Here's to loyalty.
Morning, 47. The Ark Society's annual gathering is several weeks away, which should give us ample time to prepare. Meanwhile, Mr. Gray has an off-the-books request. Perhaps you should explain.
Noel Crest. One of my best fixes. Before Romania, I left him in charge of the militia. Told him in no uncertain terms to cease all attacks on Providence, stand by and await further orders. Safe to say he did not. Crest and his men have gone rogue, reinventing themselves as a glorified gang of international thieves. They specialize in ruthless spectacle heists with zero regard to collateral damage.
I've seen the man's file. What did you expect would happen?
It's not like I had much choice, seeing as all my best lieutenants were killed by you two.
Fair point.
Nevertheless, Crest is a rabid dog. He is my responsibility, my mistake. I would like your help correcting it.
Current whereabouts?
Ambrose Island, an isolated harbor north from the Strait of Malacca. Coincidentally, one of Wazir Kale's old ports of call. According to my intel, Crest and his men have joined forces with a local pirate syndicate to raid a passing tanker. His goal, a control unit for an Ether Corp satellite being covertly shipped abroad. The satellite is a node in the company's most secure cloud storage network, so they would pay a fortune to preserve its integrity.
What is Crest's endgame?
Extortion, if I had to guess. We don't have the luxury of a full investigation. For us to move against the constant, we need Providence to think the threat is over and lower their guard. Another militia attack on Ether would raise alarms.
I agree. 47. You'll need to eliminate Crest and destroy that control unit, or lock the militia out. The satellite cannot fall into their hands. We'll need a cover story for ICA. Luckily, Akka, the rapacious leader of the Syndicate, already has an active ICA contract on her head. Take her out, and we'll even get our expenses paid.
Well, I never had you pegged as a rebel.
I'm warming to it.
Thank you, both. 47, seeing as I know Crest, I'll provide field support. Meet you out east. Welcome to the Andaman Sea, 47. We've arrived just in time. It seems Crest didn't disclose the true object of the heist to his partners.
So Akka has seized one of the satellite control unit's keycards as collateral until they can renegotiate. The militia have set up camp near the remains of a colonial outpost. Both Crest and the control unit should be nearby. You'll need to destroy the unit itself or render it inoperable by retrieving both keycards. Knowing Crest, he'll have given his to someone he trusts, but Akka is less inclined to delegate. She should be in the pirate base when she's not out among the locals. I provided you with a GPS tracker. Activate it when you're done, and I'll initiate extraction. The sooner we finish up here, the better.
Hey, how are you?
I saw Akka pacing around like a tiger in a cage earlier. It makes me nervous.
Ever since they got back to the way it used to be, they're not seeing as funny as they go to them.
I can't fix this thing with my bare hands. You're gonna have to wait. Is it that bad? It's like most of the everything that goes wrong. Bloody hell! I stink like gasoline again.
We've saved up enough to move back inland. We can reconsider. What's that?
You feel like this isn't really your life at all? That we should still act like our ancestors and... Hey, are you into biochemistry at all?
Looks like our friend has an open invitation.
Said he had somewhere to be.
Not the worst way to get an audience with Akka.
Research stash. I hope it wasn't urgent. Sometimes I just want to go again. Discover that special.
Kids running around the island. It's not a good place for them.
Stand by while I investigate. Central, we're all good here. Out.
Crest wasn't planning to sell the control unit back to them at all. He was going to use the damn thing. I suppose I was selling him short. Well done. With the control unit in pieces, the satellite's no longer our
Don't forget
problem.
to take your anti-malarial meds tonight.
That's one problem taken care of.
Back on.
gotta wonder if that portable antenna would hold up to any extreme weather.
Ah, I don't wonder at all. It's already so damn finicky.
Yeah, well, she's not exactly in mint condition anymore.
I bet Crest is wishing he'd bought a new one for this trip. I don't think anyone expected we needed up 24/7 to maintain comms.
Yeah. I had to switch the power supply over yesterday. It took me a couple minutes longer than normal. And just as I'm hooking it all back up, I hear Crest coming for me.
Woof. Oh, I bet he let you have it.
He sure did. That guy doesn't unclench for a second.
Must have been difficult getting an antenna set up out here. Though without it, they'd be at a tremendous disadvantage. Crest would probably come running if something happened.
Say, what?
Jeez. What was that? Someone should go and see.
Sir,
Now.
you're drawing attention to yourself. Please stop.
Yeah, we're clear.
Yeah, acknowledged.
You guys get your grub yet?
You know the rules. No snacking on duty.
Okay.
Hey, would you mind? Check it out.
Understood.
I got nothing.
No shit.
Stay on your guard. There's no telling how this will shake out.
Will do, sir.
That's Crest taken care of. Now it's just a matter of taking out Akka.
What? Take your bag. Moving the bodies out now. Over.
No, I mean Crest.
Oh, I hope we move on soon.
Are you there? Where the hell did he go? You're lame if I lost his daddy. Crest, sir? No, I mean Crest. Sir? Are you there?
That's so local. The further you cut out from Malika, the more flexible you need to be.
Is that what ACUS is?
No. That's just business, man. That is just real business.
Your name. Tell me your bloody name.
I don't remember.
Maybe a few days without any food will make you more helpful.
Hey! I know you!
Mr. Smith.
Friend of yours, 47?
You're a sight for sore eyes. 47. I'm on real thin ice with Interpol. This assignment was supposed to be a gimme. Tag along undercover on some tankers, monitor the crews for any suspicious contact with pirates, support local law enforcement investigations with whatever info I found. Should have been a piece of cake.
Do you need some help?
Yeah. I haven't heard any keys on their leader when she comes by. If I had to guess, I'd say she's keeping them somewhere private, like an office. If you can get those keys and open this door, I can get myself off this island.
Got it.
Not necessarily. He knows we have the Bank of control. He knows we got him, and he needs us. If he gets mad about a little delay, show me just how desperate he is. That's good.
It seems that Crest is waiting for Akka to call a meeting. Getting them both in one place would certainly save some time. Akka must be using the light to signal for Crest when she wants a meeting. It shouldn't be too difficult to exploit that.
Trust is always a risk, but trusting shoes pays for guns. It pays for boats, it pays for bribes and tools and outposts and workers. It pays for everything we need to get ahead so that one little company weasel betraying us won't take the whole operation down. Remember that. Is this Miss Wong? I got this number from a mutual friend of ours. He said you might be interested in some of the opportunities my organization could provide. We do a lot. We move freight around, we do some business as petrochemical middlemen. We broker the occasional ship. We've been expanding into the east, and our friend suggested you would be in a good position to join us. Oh, it's not ours. Strictly on the books? No. We prefer to operate discreetly on our own terms. We do skirt some legal boundaries, but we reward our people. You can think about it. Don't let me forget the only. Don't be back in the room.
You should get out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
have to add you to my Christmas card list at this rate. Listen, you see that car battery over there? She hooked up the cage to it and turned the juice on when she wanted to screw with us.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
That's right.
Shit, now's my chance. See you around.
Fucking unbelievable! How did they even break out to this damn cage? This useless piece of trash. The hostages can't have gone far. I want everyone out looking until they turn up.
Akka's out of the way. Good work.
Hey, come in.
And that's that. The rest will pick up the pieces. It's time to go, 47. I'll see you soon. I'll let Diana and Olivia know we're still on speaker. My man on the island confirms that the Constant has arrived. We head out at sundown. Here, in case the crew get ideas.
Why are you doing this, Mr. Gray? You had a chance to walk away. Why didn't you?
A year ago, I'm working security for this banker, Cobb, only to find out he's a Providence operative. I'd been running for decades, only to wind up where I started. We've all got barcodes on the back of our heads. Most people just never notice. 47 told me about your parents. How did they die?
Car bomb. Surrey, 1989. Company named Blue Seed didn't care to pay for their mistakes. But I like to think no one's untouchable.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You feel it, don't you? Unlike him, you feel it all. Everything you've done.
It's a dangerous thing. Having a conscience.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Skye, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
One more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. and welcome to the annual gathering of the Ark Society. As Ark patrons, you are welcome to explore the castle grounds. However, certain areas are off limits, including the keep, which houses the members area, convention space, and council meeting. Should you wish to apply for Ark membership, please be aware that such cannot be bought, only earned. All set? Excellent. Follow me, please.
So, what do you think?
Well, you weren't kidding. This place is pretty epic. Where are we anyway?
I'm not sure. Some old knightly stronghold. The architects use it all year round for ideation purposes, but tonight's the only time the rest of us get together. So, you decide on what to buy from the catalogue?
One of the bundles, sure. Always have the price.
You're gonna like it, really.
7-digit tuition.
What else? Yes. Zoe Washington, one of our newly appointed chairwomen, has prepared a brand new official ceremony scheduled to take place in the upper courtyard.
And I
a
think they were
stirring ode
Sorry.
to rebirth and the enduring spirit of mankind. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy your evening. The bar is right up ahead.
Hello, sir.
Now this is what I'm doing.
Well, one thing I like about the Ark Society is the
Say, is that the, Master of Ceremonies? What would you put back there? Maybe some kind of special ritual room? There's got to be another token around here. The others must be way ahead of me by now.
Just humor me for a second. How do you think the twins got elected? The Cloud Serpent. They say it belonged to Montezuma himself.
It was lost for over 500 years. Won't tell Blake Nathaniel unsealed the serpent's tomb.
Good evening, sir.
Council still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the original 5. You know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Block's name while beating up a pillow cushion. Oh, she was properly pissed.
Gee, must mean a lot to her. What's it about?
What a paparazzi. I just worked with that. Same as you.
Well, getting close to
What was that? If anyone's there, can you...
Huh? Yeah, I just love to clean up other people's shit. Off, finally.
It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Anyone who signs on for this has clearly been watching too many movies.
If it were the only initiative to consider, then maybe the pitch would land better, but as it is, I just can't imagine buying it.
Hey, did I miss the keynote?
Great, so.
Oh, shoot. I really wanted to learn more about the Titan project. I so want to transfer teams.
Who gives a crap about cryonics if we're building a bloody space colony?
Just for a few minutes. I just want to peek.
It's not like it's gonna cost you anything.
It'll cost me plenty.
Blake.
And what are you supposed to be? A lion tamer?
How predictably juvenile.
I wonder what that could be.
very important you laid to rest with such a valuable artifact, Mr. Janus. I wish I had known you in life. I believe we would have had such interesting conversations. I truly do. Oh, death is forever, so we might as well do our best for the final victory.
Sophia the Schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure.
Hey, bub.
What did he do?
I don't know, but
She seemed real interested in this thing. What is it called? Whatever. But
Contact.
Bah, the council has been usurped by Lockheed.
Oh.
This boat can't possibly find it. What? What? Expel me. Two-bit treasure hunter Sophia Washington has the power to expel me. Jebediah Plot. I needed edge, and I needed fast. Oh, I will. This ain't over. Contact.
Mr. Block, you look troubled.
I know you, don't I? You're Janus's man.
I'm a friend of the Ark Society, yes. If I may be so bold, I heard about your predicament, and I believe
click
I
it,
may
flip
offer
it,
a
press
fresh
it.
perspective.
You're on.
Why not? Shoot.
All right. Say the world does collapse. The weather goes haywire, the poles melt, and the Ark Society heads off to a comfortable Arctic sanctuary, while the rest of civilization falls into chaos.
That's about the gist of it. Sounds great to me. No more needy assholes. Why wait?
Well, you do realize what kind of place it'll be, right?
What are you talking about?
100 or so people? No market, no economy, no social structures. It will be like a space colony. Everyone equal and dependent on each other. It will be egalitarian, sir. It will be, well, communist.
That's what I paid almost $2 billion for? Why didn't anyone tell me sooner?
Merely food for thought, Mr. Block. Good night.
I need to, think. What?
I'm not paying you Monday morning money. I'm paying you right...
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not in a million years.
What did they all?
Modern society being what it is, my guess is that any impending collapse will go hand in hand with the banks going nuclear. The Great Depression times 20.
I would have said the same thing a few years ago, but... Look, honey, I don't care how much titanium you've got stored in your home vault. It's not going to be worth a damn thing if your property's underwater.
Good evening.
If I had the money, I'd snap up one of those inner ring placements as soon as they were available. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
Oh, hi.
fine. If I had that kind of money,
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote. Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful. But all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... Ah, idiot.
Son of a... Blocked. You stupid... Ugh.
That's 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat creative approach to safety regulations.
No! One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Zoe Washington.
A remote trigger. Must be a kill switch.
I bet this would make the constant come quietly. But first things first, 47. Focus on the target.
Good to see you, sir.
Castles like this. I'm sure there must be a lot of secret passageways.
You're right. I never really thought about it.
When I
Good day to you, sir.
donating this year?
What, are you afraid I'll beat you again?
The gifting is about securing our cultural legacy. It's not a competition.
It's totally.
What's with that weird bird effigy?
It's the annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah, rebirth. I get it.
What's new is that the master of ceremonies will light the effigy on fire in Washington.
Huh. A bit showy, would you say?
Yourselves.
I don't see nothing to worry about.
Are you kidding me? If the pressure drops just a bit, the locking mechanism fails and walking won't be able to escape. What sort of a maniac would lock herself inside a burning effigy without proper measures?
Stem kind of repels into an ancient temple.
Still thinks I'm fooling around. It's like she doesn't understand the concept of an NDA.
And it's not just illegal shit.
Did I ever tell you about my mission to Egypt? The Eye of Horus amulet. This old loon who safeguarded it kept ranting about how he was from the bloodlines of pharaohs, how the amulet granted protection.
You do. Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. I'll never go on the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Spectacle. But people hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Lord, what have I done? How did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Fenniger. Regular.
Say what?
Mr. Fenniger, excellent. The crowd was starting to get restless. Your peers are waiting by the stage, and the torch is ready by the money pit.
Fenniger.
Thank Christ. Ready when you are.
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington, The Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Take care, sir. Sir?
Look at you, Finnegar. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes. Not just to survive, but to live.
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling. With security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
Sir. Master.
Oh, hello, Axel. Keeping warm in there?
That poor guy was looking down on
The farthest I've ever gone to replicate one of these artifacts was when I had to have
The council meeting. You know what it's about?
Climate change.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say?
Fat chance.
How could
The
you know
original
about
five
that?
are
You will
all
head
energy
towards the harbor.
CEOs.
No
These
sudden
guys
moves.
practically
No
invented climate
signs
denial.
or
I don't
warnings.
know. I mean, they're not idiots.
I will trigger the
It's not like
device
they
if I
want
need
to
to.
screw up the planet.
I know you.
Energy companies
The
just
boy in the
follow the
picture.
money like everybody
You have
else.
his eyes.
Obscuring the truth, misleading
You're
the public
Burnwood's
opinion,
assassin.
positioning and squashing upstarts.
Move.
Those are just some of the tools in the toolbox. It's nothing personal. It's just business.
My God, we're all a bunch of assholes, aren't we?
None of us have the power to change the world.
Partners no more. I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you, I wonder?
Just keep walking.
Week for over a month. I have some of the world's most prominent people waiting to pay him their last respects. I have the star of the Prague Philharmonic on stage, ready to play. For God's sake. And you're telling me that you lost the solid dagger?
I'm really sorry, man. My team was no.
I'm still here, sir.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
Sir, would you please walk away from here? I'd really appreciate it.
I don't mind him seeing other women. Honestly, it's not my business anymore. But, I mean, at your age, right?
Okay, stop playing. I need the boardroom.
I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients?
Yes, hello.
Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us?
Hey, do you mind our privacy?
Oh, I see. The penny drops. I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who've caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You were so certain, so sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable.